1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Polling on 37 vacant seats of the Senate is underway at Parliament House, Islamabad and 3 provincial assemblies. Minister for Communications says transparency in the system is the only way forward to put the country on the right track. Pakistan has drawn attention of UN Human Rights Council to India's failure to respond to widely reported grave human rights abuses in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In the Pakistan Super League, Karachi Kings will take on Peshawar Zalmi, while Multan Sultans will play against Quetta Gladiators today. And now the news in detail. Polling on 37 vacant seats of the Senate is in progress at the Parliament House and 3 provincial assemblies, including Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. The polling, which started at 9 a.m., will continue till 5 p.m. In the federal capital, where National Assembly Hall has been declared the polling station, Shafiq Arai was first one to cast his vote, followed by Faisal Warda. Prime Minister Imran Khan has also cast his vote, who during his visit to Assembly Hall also interacted with the MNAs of PTI and allied parties. In the federal capital, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh of PTI and Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani of PPP are vying for the general seat, whilst for the women's seat, Fawzia Arshad of PTI and Farzana Kausar of PMLN are in the field. 25 candidates are in the field for 12 seats of Senate from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 26 from Balochistan and 17 from Sindh province. Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja has visited the National Assembly Hall and reviewed the polling process. Minister for Communications Murad Saeed says Prime Minister Imran Khan has always propagated transparency in the system throughout his 22-year-long struggle, and we are committed to implement his vision. Addressing media at Parliament House, Islamabad today, he said transparency in the system is the only way forward to put the country on the right track. Murad Saeed said leaked video of Ali Haider Gilani has exposed the covert agenda of opposition that is based on protecting their personal interests at the cost of violating law and exploiting people. The minister said after video of Ali Haider Gilani, Yusuf Raza Gilani has no moral grounds for contesting elections. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Senator Faisal Javed says the opposition parties are trying to win Senate elections through unfair means, but they would miserably fail to do so. Talking to PTV News, he said parliamentarians and workers of PTI have an ideological attachment with party and they stand firm with party leadership. Pakistan has drawn the attention of UN Human Rights Council to New Delhi's failure to respond to the widely reported grave human rights abuses in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir that evoked international condemnation. Speaking at the Council's second secretary in the Pakistan mission to the UN in Geneva, Junaid Suleiman, said India has failed to hide its brutal repression of Kashmiri people behind the self-serving spokesperson of terrorism. He made the remarks in exercise of his right of reply after an Indian representative made allegations about Pakistan's involvement in terrorism. The Pakistani envoy said from forced conversion to arbitrary denial of citizenship rights and from state-sanctioned communal violence to policies, the BJP-RSS regime has now codified the choice between extermination or total submission for India's minorities. A report released by Kashmir Media Service says journalists are being booked under draconian laws as part of Modi-led Indian government's policy to muzzle press in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The report maintained that victimization of journalists has increased after August 5, 2019, when Modi regime imposed lockdown in the territory. Worldwide Wildlife Day is being observed today to raise awareness about world's wild fauna and flora. This year's theme of the day is Forests and Livelihoods, Sustaining People and Planet, to highlight the role of forests, forest species and ecosystems in sustaining livelihoods of people. And now cricket. In the Pakistan Super League, 2 matches will be played today at National Stadium in Karachi. In the first match, Karachi Kings will take on Peshawar Zalmi at 2 p.m., while the second match will be played between Multan Sultan and Quetta Gladiators at 7 p.m. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.